are getting expired as this.
Hi, isn't it very quick class? You had maths, no?
Yes, sir.
Maths was supposed to end at what time?
Yes, sir, 2 o'clock.
Okay, that's why. So then I should start. Last class we had solved JE 2000, sorry, KVPY 2019 question. So today we will solve more questions, but here I have not taken 2019 questions. I have taken other questions. Okay, so this I had shared to everyone. Please go through this. All are attentive only, no? You don't have to switch on your video. Anyway, I won't be able to see because I will be fully absorbed in screen, no? So I cannot see around. So, I hope all of you have gone through this pic what I had sent. This is almost like a same thing. I have given quantification here. I had mentioned the last class qualitatively. If you look at the discussion we had here, so I had written here. Okay. So that was not very neat and clean. So what we have done here, we have made it more neat and clean so that you can refer it at least once in a week. So please see this once in a week, then you will be again and again reminded of. Okay. So more of second year part is going to be asked. Actually, I checked exactly, it will come somewhere around 70 to 75% percentage. You understand, no, the seriousness. So we cannot neglect first year part as well. So in first year, I want to finish first organic, then I'll come to physical. Okay, and inorganic, I think first year is mainly only chemical bonding, which we will revise surely. Otherwise, you will be able to manage. So in isomerism, of course, we learned stereoisomerism later, but that is also included here. All types are included. So here EZ nomenclature, RS configuration, sub aega. Okay, all should be known. You are able to understand, no? So IUPAC naming anyway you all have learned. So in isomerism, if you remember, we have learned structural isomerism in first year. In structural, we have seen all those 6 types, including tautomerism and ring chain isomerism, isn't it? Then you have learned GI and optical isomerism. I have taught in all places this year. Okay, whatever is required up to KVPY J advanced level, I have done. Okay, so please revise that. It will help you. You understand now where and all you have to read? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, at least should be told. Who all are there? Many are there. Still they don't give response. Chalo. GOC. Actually, I don't know the strength, so I am not taking attendance now. In GOC, everything we have learnt in first year only. Only acidic strength and basic strength I have not practiced, in the sense I have not made you solve many questions. Some questions will come today. We will discuss then. Okay. Alkenes. So in alkenes, some reactions I had not discussed. I will discuss now. Alkynes, whatever is required, we have discussed. Then aromatic compounds. So aromatic compounds also we have discussed. Whatever reaction is necessary, those things only will be asked from different angle. So I will discuss 2-3 reactions in alkenes. Okay. First one is actually hydroboration oxidation. This will come in second year, but I have few questions here. That's why I am discussing that. Okay, it's very simple only. Suppose you have an alkene like this. This hydroboration oxidation is going to convert alkene to alcohol. Okay, alkene to alcohol. So this is alkene. First we treat it with?
It will form one alcohol now, sir. In that terminal, it will get added.
Yes, exactly. So the first one is B2H6 in THF or any other suitable ether. What is the purpose of ether here? This ether actually surrounds this BH3 like this. Like this, 4 molecules are expected to surround. Because 4 lone pairs from different oxygen are interacting with boron, it's able to exist as BH3. Unless it exists as BH3, this hydrogenation is not easy. Second reagent is actually alkaline peroxide. Okay, alkaline peroxide. It will convert alkene to alcohol like this. See, we have learnt hydrolysis of alkene in presence of acidic medium. In that case, what happens? You get if you perform hydrolysis in presence of acidic medium, this propene will give propane 2-ol. So it goes via carbocation. But here there is no such carbocation involved. Okay. So you should understand that this is a different mechanism. Oh, sorry. Somebody was asking something in chat. Actually, this will come, but yeah, we will discuss this mechanism again in class. But I will tell you because it is not told no till now. So this is a double bond. So you have HBH2. So this will actually undergo addition like this. This double bond will come here. So this is a cis type of addition. From same side, there will be addition. And in naturally, what will happen? This BH2 is having a bulky nature. So this will not go in this side. Hydrogen only will go in this side. So essentially, what happens is the terminal carbon gets attached to BH2, and this hydrogen gets attached to this carbon. So this is a new hydrogen from BH2. Okay. So like this, 3 alkene molecules can react with 1 molecule of BH3. So it will form 2 more will react, and it will form what? What it will form? it will form this 3BH. So this H is actually new H added from B to BH3. So you should know this details, because instead of B2H6 they can give B2D6 also. Then they will ask no accordingly the product. So this one will react with this alkaline peroxide. Alkaline peroxide is again a special reagent. What it will do? It will produce hydroperoxide ion, HOO minus ion. This HOO minus ion will attack on boron. Okay. So this involves small rearrangement here. What it involves? Small rearrangement. I will treat this whole thing as R. Otherwise, you will not understand what is rearrangement. R3B. So when this peroxide ion attacks, no, it will form OH, and this will be minus. This is not very stable now because there is peroxide. So what will happen? BRR. There is a rearrangement here. So this rearrangement results in R2BOR minus OH minus. Yes, hello?
Yeah.
Huh? So like this, 2 more hydroperoxide ion reacts, 2 moles, and form 3 OR groups like this. This on hydrolysis, there is a water, no? There is water, alkaline medium. So it will form ROH plus BOH thrice. Okay? This ROH, now you resubstitute this R, what you will get? You will get this. What you will get? ऐसे बनेगा एक with this hydrogen. So here few things are to be noted. You see this oxygen comes from peroxide. Okay, this oxygen comes from peroxide. Okay, and this hydrogen comes from this medium जो बना यहाँ पे. Whatever is getting formed here, no? So if it is OD minus here, and D2O2, then it will be OD here. This hydrogen is from solution. Then this hydrogen is from B2H6. Okay, understood? So many details are there in this reaction. Any doubt?
So could you just brief up once again?
Really, you should pay attention because you have less time. See, this is alkene. Alkene actually undergoes cis addition. Cis addition means both BH2 and H get added from the same side. Okay. These things matter a lot. Later on you will understand whether it is a cis addition, trans addition. Those things give details of stereochemistry. That's why it is important. Okay. So this is going to form a cis addition. So I have shown both on same side here. So this hydrogen is a hydrogen from BH3. So like this you will have 2 more molecules of alkene, 2 moles of alkene reacting with this further, because there are 2 more hydrogen attached to boron and they form trialkyl boron. This trialkyl boron reacts with hydroperoxide ion, and this hydroperoxide ion is produced from this reaction, which is also a reagent there. Okay, so now there is a negative charge here, right? So as a consequence there is a rearrangement. So this rearrangement results in formation of this type of compound. Like that, 2 more hydroperoxide ion attacks, so you get BOR thrice. Okay, so this on hydrolysis gives BOH thrice and ROH. Here I have replaced this whole alkyl group with R. So irrespective of what is the nature of this group, this will not undergo any rearrangement and all. So you can just replace that R. Then I always also discussed about these atoms, from where this hydrogen came, from where this oxygen came, from where this hydrogen came also I discussed. Okay, that completes hydroboration oxidation. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir. Thank you.
Chalo. Next, another reaction which I had not touched in our regular classes was oxymercuration, demercuration. Yes?
Could you please scroll up a bit to the last line?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Oxymercuration and demercuration. This one also was not touched actually. Of course, I will again repeat it in alcohols. So I think I should teach that time only. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because it's not there in the questions now. So I will take up that only later. But you know, you for timing you write it, should remind me if I miss it in alcohols, phenols, ethers. Because should not be missed. Yes. Yes, this is famous reaction. All of us know. Dehydration. Yes or no? Can you write? Product? This time I have got questions. Last time it was last minute, no? I had to show from same file. Now I have chosen questions. Okay? So you should learn these type of things. You should find and keep practicing. I have chosen questions. Some are from previous year directly. Up to 2014 I have taken, because 2013 onwards I found that the questions are like more of second year. First year part very less is asked there. Yes, what should happen here? Any answers?
A, sir.
Yeah, we should see. I don't remember. This will become like this, no? Correct? First this cation will be formed. Then there is rearrangement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So then there is rearrangement. One, two, three, 4. So this will be plus now. One more methyl group will come on this carbon. Any doubt? Now this is going to form cyclic ring now, because there is a pi electron. Now this pi electron can attack this carbon, this cation, and form this cyclic ring, because it forms a 6-membered ring also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this carbon will essentially have 2 methyl groups like this, and now positive charge will come where? Here. Positive charge will come here. Yes or no? But this double bond has shifted, no? So this carbon will carry positive charge now. And there is a methyl group here. You agree? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what next? Yeah, there is one hydrogen.
H plus will attack. HSF or minus will attack, sir.
No. Yeah, that will attack. Here one H is there. I missed that H. But this was a double bond, no? This has one H here. So you remove this and form, because this carbon now cannot undergo rearrangement. Please understand. Don't try to rearrange again, migrate this plus charge here, again rearrangement करके बाद में double bond मत करना यहाँ पे. Understood? So it has to be double bond there only.
Sir, this is only most stable carbocation. Sir.
Yeah. No further stability is attained. So this will be the product. तो ये कहाँ है? It's not option A. It's B. Okay.
Sir, by seeing only we can eliminate option C and D, no sir?
Yeah. Now you can, but without performing reaction, I won't encourage you to do anything with the options. They all give very intimidating options. You can eliminate C, but I don't think there is a possibility that you may think it like this also. You can actually, but it's always preferred that you. Okay, here this reaction you have not learned, no? Okay, we will not discuss this now. Somehow this has come. This one you can. Yes. Socho. This is I think 2018 question. What to do? See, a blind approach would be to translate it to Fisher projection and then look for RS configuration and then see if they both are same, then conclude that they are conformers. Or because there is no identical here. And obviously they are not constitutional isomers because the groups are all identical in the sense you are able to understand. No, the groups attached to each carbon are identical, so they are not constitutional isomers. This is ruled out. So one of these. So to check enantiomers, you have to anyway do this. So before that, we should actually eliminate this. How to do that? We have to turn this such that we get a. See, this is an eclipsed compound, no? So you turn this by suitable angle and check if we can get identical structure. By turning this by 180 degree, I get exactly same compound. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that means they are conformers. Okay, they are conformers. Otherwise, you will have to draw Fisher projection and see. You can do that experiment and let me know what conclusions you draw. Okay. Yes. The higher stabilities of tertiary butyl cation over isopropyl cation and trans 2-butene over propene respectively. So tertiary butyl cation, no? This one, and trans 2-butene over propene are due to orbital interactions involving. In this, what interaction happens? Sigma and vacant orbital, vacant p interaction. Both hyperconjugation only, please remember. And what happens here? This is more stable than this because see, this carbon does not have a vacant p orbital now. It's very wrong to say that there is a overlap of this sigma CH bond to vacant p orbital. We defined it as actually unsaturated carbon. Unsaturated, point of unsaturation we stated in our study of hyperconjugation. But actually when you look at molecular orbital theory, this sigma bond is actually first transferred to the antibonding molecular orbital of this carbon. So that is pi star. Okay. So this is again advanced concept which we don't touch. But if you can make out it is a sigma and it is not going to be transferred to vacant orbital, you will be able to decide this. So it's option D here. Okay. Understood? No, vacant P is only there in 2. You are able to understand how I am arriving at the answer? Because for just for the sake of this, no, we cannot get into molecular orbital theory of multi-nuclear species. It is going to be really burden. So we don't enter into that. Rather, we arrive at the answer like this. Yes, here. This is for this question only. I taught that hydroboration oxidation. Can you solve this? Vinyas, what should be the product here? You tell the product of first 2 reagents. Product after first 2 reagents. OH will attack in this carbon or in this carbon. See, B2H6 is a sterically sensitive reagent, okay? So you should understand that you have to add hydrogen to this carbon. You are able to understand? You are going to add hydrogen to this carbon and boron to this carbon. This you should understand, first step. Okay? After this, all these reagents will react and form what? What they
So
form?
why should we add hydrogen to that carbon?
Because it is bulky, right? This carbon is more substituted. This boron will always add to less substituted carbon. That's why it had added to terminal carbon here. Here in our mechanism, BH2 added to terminal carbon. Why not this carbon?
Sir, anti-Markovnikov oxidation, sir.
Yeah, it is similar to that, but we don't say that it is anti-Markovnikov addition because it's not electrophilic addition. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is similar to anti-Markovnikov's result. So it should be OH here now, and it is pH. Yes, after this Vinyas, Pawan is there. Why Pawan is not there? Many are not there, no? We have to observe actually these. You should be attending, yeah. See, it's obviously, it's understood second year will be more tiresome. And if we peacefully allow you to go on, what will happen? After 4 or 5 months, you are going to encounter one after one exams. So it should happen now only, no. If not now, then never. Elimination, yes, elimination should happen, yes, exactly. Dehydration should happen actually, concentrated H2SO4. So it will form a cation. All should write this cation. After that what? This is the cation going to be formed. After this what? Is there any rearrangement observed? That's all. After this double bond डाल दो बस product आ जाएगा mark करके आ जाओ दिलकुश हाँ there will be rearrangement. See, this is a benzyl carbon, no? Benzyl carbocation is more stable than this particular secondary carbocation here. So you should actually migrate positive charge there before arriving at the answer. See, I understand you can remove hydrogen and make a double bond here, still you will get correct answer only. But that's not the right method. And you will be locked when they ask number of intermediates formed. From this step to this step, if they ask number of intermediates formed or number of transition states formed, So JEE Advanced means they will ask all these things also. So you should be able to recognize that. Okay. So now what? Now abstraction of hydrogen by HSO4 minus. Yes or no? So ये निकालो, ये double bond डालो. So it will form PH CH3. So option C is the answer. Any doubt? No doubt. Am I very slow? We can go faster, no? Isn't it?
No need, sir. This only enough.
This is sufficient, huh? Okay. Only one is telling. You can let me know in chat box if I am slow. I will try to. If I am very slow, you should let me know. If I am fast, you should let me know. Because ultimately you should understand. Otherwise, what is the use of all this? Huh? Chalo. Among the following reactions, a mixture of diastereomers is produced from. See, first thing to note here, these diastereomers. What are these diastereomers? How anybody here who is attending now has doubt about diastereomers? Please let me know in chat box. Huh? Otherwise, I will go ahead.
Sir, it means mirror image is not same, no, sir.
And not superimposable.
Yes, non-superimposable, non-mirror images. Doubt. Okay, one or two I have told doubt. Anyway, diastereomers are not possible if there is only one chiral carbon. Please remember. If there is only one chiral carbon and there is no possibility of GI, then there will not be diastereomerism at all. The compounds will be enantiomers, that's all. Two possible compounds will be there, which are enantiomers. Okay, that can be shown like this: H, Cl, Br, OH. So this guy and another is a mirror image of this, that's all. No other stereoisomer is possible from this compound. Okay, so it will be enantiomers. So if there is only one chiral carbon, there is no point of diastereomerism. So now I would like to use this much information only, and I want you to eliminate these options here, because such questions, if you start writing product in each case, it will take so much time. Okay, so diastereomer is possible only if there is more than one chiral carbon, and diastereomerism is possible if there is at least one double bond. Like all GIs are diastereomers only. They are not mirror images and they are not superimposable also. So all GIs can be classified as a diastereomers. You should know this also. Okay, all GIs are diastereomers, and if it is a chiral molecule, at least two chiral carbons should be there for diastereomerism to be seen. So now you see, in this reaction, when you add H2, it's not going to form a chiral center. It's not going to generate a new chiral center. Whatever chiral center is there, that's all. Yes or no? So this product can not do anything much. It can only be, it's only retention actually. Because this H2PT is not affecting this chiral center. So it will only be having same configuration as that of the original guy. Yes or no? Minor variation may occur because of CIP rules, but there is no change at this carbon. And what about this? This also, HBr in peroxide will add a Br at the terminal carbon. So it is not going to generate a new chiral carbon. Yes or no? So it will either be retention or inversion. So here also there is no concept of diastereomers. What about this? This is also going to
that will not produce chiral center.
It will also not produce chiral center. तो ये क्या बनेगा, ये OH बनेगा terminal again. So it's again ruled out. Now you see only one is left. Now I will tell you how this is going to form diastereomer. Okay. See, there is methyl group here and there is H here. First it will form this carbocation. Yes or no? HBr, no. Now this is secondary, but there is a methyl group here. So what will happen? Migration will happen. That means it will form, it can form two types of, in general it will migrate to transposition, but you have carbocation getting formed. Yes or no? So this is a methyl group. So this methyl group can have this configuration, or it can have another version also. Yes or no? ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना? Okay. So now this itself can be RS, R or S. Similarly, this also can be R or S. So there is a possibility that you get a diastereomer here. You will get, because this will result in racemic mixture. It will give you actually 4 products now. Okay? It will give 4 products. RR, SS, RS and SR, like that. Okay? So that will give diastereomeric mixtures. So that is the answer. Next. Yes, answer this. This was actually 2017 this KVPY question. It came in JEE mains in 2019 and it also came in NEET 2019 or 18, I don't know, 17 I think. Okay, so many times it has come. Please understand the seriousness of the question. In fact, the concept. Tell me, what will happen here? This is a nitrating mixture, right? Who will tell? Wait, I will ask now one by one. Otherwise, you all will not. Superimposable. Superimposable means like, see, if you take 2 MI phones, no, they are identical, no, so they can be superimposed. Like I generally give example of hand. Badri, you were there, no, in our discussion of optical isomerism in class.
Yes,
So
sir.
there we discussed these hands, no, they appear same, but they are mirror images and they are non-superimposable in nature. Superimposable means what? You know, all symmetrical objects like glass or whatever you say, like this.
So
You
is
have.
it like the addition of sign functions?
I don't know how to convey in terms of sign function. This will produce a mirror image, no, which will look alike this only. You can actually superimpose them and it will still have no parts left out. Everything will be perfectly superimposed. You imagine this, fusing this with the image. Okay, here images are not proper because I am drawing it. If you see it in mirror, it will not happen like that. Okay, they both are identical, no, so they will superimpose on each other. Okay, like if you take 2 identical pens, you are able to see the pen, no. One more, this company pen, they both are actually superimposable. They are expected to be, unless there is a defect in manufacturing. Yes or no?
So superimposable chemically means they're a mirror
Identical.
image, identical.
Bus.
Okay.
Yes, what is the product here? Nobody told. Oof. Answer. Yes, Kunal. What is the answer? Option A ante. Somebody is telling. This is nitrating
Yes,
mixture.
sir.
I am very sure you all are aware of this mixture. It will produce NO2 plus. One more question comes. How many moles of H2SO4 is utilized in producing 1 mole of NO2 plus? Huh? 2 moles, huh? You see, thick books, they will give. Even in NCERT, somewhere it is there. You know where it is there? It's there in lab manual. You search both the years lab manual, you should get this. 2 moles of H2SO4. So this is a, now NH, no, NH is para-directing. So it will go to 4th position. So it is option A. Okay. Why not it is dye-substituting? In fact, I have another question at the end actually. Somewhere.
Sir, can you say, sir?
Huh?
Sir, I didn't understand.
Oh, I said this only. Why it is para? You did not understand? Ortho para directing, yeah. This NH has a lone pair, right? That will actually be para directing. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Very simple. You all have done this.
Yes, sir, like that only we forgot everything. Revise one.
Hey, ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಅವಾಗ ಅವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಾಗಲ್ಲ? ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ನೆನಪಾಗದೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆ ನೆನಪಾಗಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So basically, this double bond will attack NO2. It will form a carbocation like this. It's in fact uranium ion. Chalo, galat laga diya. Plus here, and there is a double bond here. Here it's going to be NO2, and there is H. Okay, NHCOCH3. Okay. Now next, you know all this business. Then HSO4 minus will remove this. How many resonance structure this intermediate will have? 3 RS. Okay. You should know. Don't forget. We have discussed this. This bond will collapse here and it will form that NHCOCH3 and NO2. So please remember here only one product is one nitration, mono nitration is taking place, and I will come back to this point why it is not forming ortho substitution later on. Yes, here the number of stereoisomers possible for the following compound is how do you check this? Stereoisomers they have asked. That means it is both. You have to look for stereogenic center. There are 2 stereogenic centers, so 2 power 2. Any doubt? No doubt. Option D. Okay. We move on. It's not 3. It would be 3 if it was also double bond. Then in that case what happens? Terminal groups will be identical. But here one optical and one GI. GI to dono dikhayega. Correct, no? Cis and trans. And optical also will be 2.
Sir, I had sent 3 for the previous question. I think it came to you now.
Oh, okay. You wanted this, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
See.
no. Yeah, 3 resonance structures, not for that.
Acha, that. Okay. Fine. Here. In electrophilic aromatic substitution reactions of chlorobenzene, the orthopara directing ability of chlorine is due to its what? If you don't understand what they are shouting, you can actually write the structure. Now you see, it is orthopara directing, no? Why? ಹೇಳಿ Answer helbekappa. You have got private chat box here. You have to utilize teacher's presence. You should always check whether you are correct, whether your thought process are correct. It's okay to attempt and give wrong answer. ನೀವು ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ. It's actually plus R. Okay. Generally, chlorine has minus I greater than plus R, but still plus R is there. That's why it is going to be orthopara directing. Many of you have answered correctly. Chalte hain aage. Yes. Among the following, the anti-aromatic compounds are. Yes. Which all are anti-aromatic here? This is called azulene. 10-pi system. Okay. So it is aromatic. Even this is aromatic because this nitrogen will donate two electrons from its lone pair. What about this? There is an error here. This should have been plus. Okay. This is an error. That's also aromatic. So anti-aromatic are only two. That is 3 and 5. So option B. Any doubt? Some of you.
3 and 4. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, correct only. Yes. This one. This is
So
last
for it to be
question.
aromatic, it should have 4 and 5 electrons, sir.
For aromatic, it should be 4n plus 2 pi. Yeah. 6 pi, 10 pi, 14 pi, aromatic. Okay. 4 pi, 8 pi, 12 pi, anti-aromatic. See this, there are 4 pi electrons. Here also, this will actually exist as plus minus. At any cost, oxygen cannot carry plus charge and allow carbon to have negative charge. Though there is a possibility of aromaticity here. That type of, this will not happen. Itna bhi aromaticity is not going to stabilize to such an extent that it can pass on positive charge on oxygen. Okay. So it is essentially again an anti-aromatic compound because it will carry positive charge here. Okay. Done?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, this is the last question for today. I will share one exercise sheet by tomorrow afternoon. Okay? Separately for this KVPY, whatever we discussed today. You should solve honestly. If you put whatever endeavor is expected from you, you will get results also. Plan it very well. It is possible. Dedicate at least 4 to 5 hours to each subject in a week for KVPY purpose if you are really focused on KVPY. Exclusively KVPY purpose. Okay? That time what you should do, you should discuss those topics which I am telling here. Similarly, each teacher will tell certain topics. Yes or no? Yes. Okay? Chalo. Answer really. Which of the following alkenes can generate optically active compounds upon hydrogenation? Simple question only. Hydrogenation is easy. Add H2. You see where and all optical isomers are formed.
1 and 3 pakka, sir.
1 and 3 pakka.
Oh, 1 is pakka, sir. 3.
3 is already optically active.
3 cannot. Sir, it will not have a chiral center now, sir. Third one.
Why?
Sir, if we provide hydrogen, the double bond will go.
No, this is chiral only, no? This
Oh, yes, sir. 3 also
whether you
pakka.
do hydrogenation or not, it is optically active now.
Yes, sir.
So hydrogenation also will produce optically active compound only.
4th one also, sir.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No. It
Oh,
will
yes,
not.
sir. Understood.
It will not. Only 1 and 3. Any doubt? Yes, yes. Aitu. Thank you. Okay. We end
Thank
here.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Fourth one will not show. Because before hydrogenation it is chiral.
Approximately,
After
Not chiral
hydrogenation
center.
it is not.
Yes, sir.
Sir Manjunath sir. So according to your thing, we have to put like approximately 2 hours per day just for KVPY questions.
I mean, in a week, I
Not
said 4 to
possible
5 hours
every
per subject. So it's like 12 hours it will come. 3 subjects you have to read. Yeah, it's like almost 2 hours in a day.
For KVPY.
sir.
This class is included. This class is included because I'm not teaching only theory right here. This class is included. Like that, you will have each subject 2 classes. 6 hours will go. Correct? No.
Yes.
See, that is possible when you prepare and come for class. Then you can count class also as your time only. If class is like a first time information for you, then it will be difficult. I feel like that. I don't know. Of course, depends on person to person as well. That 4 hours, what I mentioned is general. You may give some subject extra, some subject less. Chemistry won't require so much time actually. It is easy to score in chemistry. You have to give good amount of practice for maths and physics. Okay, but don't neglect chemistry. Chemistry will easily give you 20. How many marks? 40 are. Dekho, not less. 40 marks. If you score 35 in chemistry, remaining things all put together, you have to score 20. That's all. But keep target of 70 marks. Then you will reach at least 60. Then you will get rank. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bharat.